The active years of a man's life is around 60 years. The active years of a man's life is around 60 years. If we are breaking 60 years into three phases, that's 20, 40, and 60. Because even normally, even in the government, you have to retire at 60. In most organizations at 60, some organizations 65, why some 70. Now, so your active life is 60 years. Now let's break your life into three phases: 20, 40, and 60. Now, 20 years is the period when you invest most times in your education. The first 20 years, you invest it in your education, building educational capacity. Now, these first 20 years, you can make mistakes and still go scot-free. This first 20 years, you can make some mistake because you'll be taken for a child. That first 20 years is when you determine the course of study, is when you determine which field you want to feed in the society. Then the next phase, which is the very determinant state of your life and is the most energetic state of your life, is the 20 to 40 years. That's when you can't afford to make mistakes. That's why they say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. So between 20 and 30, what do? There are times that your educational, especially for those that go to higher institution, your educational pursuit might be stretched to probably 25 years, 26 years, even at some case 30 years. But now, between this 20 and 40 years is a time where you build capacity. You build in yourself, you have mentorship, you have leadership skills, you have this, you are under discipleship, you build a brand, you build a business, you build up your skills. If you actually fail in this second phase of your life, the 20 years, between 20 and 40 years, definitely you are in for a retirement in failure. This time is that's where you can do any kind of job. You can drive, you can go up the roof, you can fix anything, you can hit nails, and the rest of that. Is a time where you have strength, you have capacity to do whatsoever God has given you to do in this world. So you have to build up that thing, build capacity in yourself, build yourself strong, because at the later part of your year, you have to leverage on what you've built between 20 years and 40 years. So now, when you get to 40 years now, what you are going to do now is you build capacity, you build a brand, you built a business, you built a skill. That's the period now you now start giving back to society by building people, building a network, building expounding the business that you've built in your 40 within your 20 to 40 years. You have to now start building people, investing in people, giving back to the society, so that at the age of 60 you've built a very large network, you've built a very large brand that you don't even need a pension to retire, because then you have a network, you have a business that even you can sit in your home and your business can be giving you stable income. You can sit in your home and your skills can be giving you stable income. You can be in your home, then you become a vegetarian that you can sit in your home and people call you, you just give. Then when you are 40, you can give 1 hour speech and they pay you probably 500,000. But when you are around that 60, even 10 minutes speech, they can give you 10 million. 10 minutes, because people want to harness from the wells of your knowledge. That's when you take advantage of your life. So you don't even need to depend on your children or depend on pension or depend, because you build capacity, you built a network, you built your brand is all over. Please and please, many of the young people don't know this. Most of our parents suffered this. They didn't build to the level that in their old days, they had to depend on their children. They can't even afford their drugs. They can't even afford some necessary basic things. Some of them that were even the ballers in the society, because they didn't build anything that has to do with a brand. You see them going back to the village to live in the village, going back to to live. They will even sell their property in the city center and just relocate back to the village and waiting for their death. That is not the hallmark of life. The hallmark of life is build yourself and become a vegetarian, that at the later part of your life, you will be settled, that even you will give wealth to your children. If you find this video interesting, please like, comment, share. Thank you.